New career high for Jalen Duren tonight. Can you just talk about what you saw from him in this performance?
Domination. He was phenomenal, putting pressure on the rim. He ran the floor. He scored in a bunch of different ways, working the offensive boards. He dominated the interior tonight.
Right here in the center.
Coach, congratulations leaving Mexico City with a win. It was a hell of a game from all of your players, especially from Jalen, as you mentioned. Of course, taking into consideration, Anthony Davis was out. Gafford was in minute restriction. What was the key? Of course, being down in the first, second, and third quarter, coming to the fourth quarter, and making such a comeback with Jalen being ahead of it.
We finally decided we were going to play some defense, and our team, no matter how far we go, where we end up, it has to be our defense that leads the way. And there were too many opportunities. I thought that we just didn't do a good enough job on the defensive end of the floor. We allowed them to get to the paint too often. We gave up too many open threes. But in the fourth quarter, to hold them to 17 points after giving up 30 in each quarter, it shows what we're capable of. And we just have to be more consistent on that end of the floor.
Vince on the left.
Coach, you talked about this is an opportunity for Mexico to see Pistons basketball. Obviously, a week of learning being around a new culture, but talk about, I guess, culminating it with a win.
Yeah, it was important for us to come out here and perform at a high level. Again, it's an honor to be asked to be a part of these games. To be a flag bearer of the NBA in international cities. Now, obviously, in Mexico City, it means a lot. And it's a huge responsibility. So we wanted to play well for the fans here. I thought the fans were amazing. They were energetic. They were into the game. But we wanted to give them a show, and I felt like we did tonight.
2 rows back on your left.
Coach, congrats on the win. When Duncan Robinson was on Miami, it looked like the way to get him open was even choreographed. How has been this few games to a player, a three-point player, to get him open and to be in more chemistry with the team? Tonight he had 18 points.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we're learning, right? We're learning through trial and error. Him getting comfortable with his teammates getting comfortable with him, me personally getting comfortable with how he likes to get the ball and where he wants to get the ball. So those are all things that we're working through. Good thing for us is he's such an intelligent basketball player that he knows how to create separation and create shots for himself and always finds himself in an open window where his teammates are looking for him. So again, I think tonight was a great night for him. But hopefully as we work together, myself and him and the guys, it'll continue to get better.
5th row on your right.
Coach, I asked you this thing before the game, but it's not the same to ask you after the game. How do you describe the energy of the Mexican fan and how different is versus other countries?
It was awesome, like I said. They were into the game. It didn't seem like they were taking any possessions off. They were rooting, cheering for both teams. It was a lot of positivity, not a lot of not negative energy. It was a lot of support. Lifting guys up, and it helped the guys want to play. That energy is infectious. When you come out in transition and you get a steal or a dunk or something like that, and you feel the crowd rise up, that gives you energy to want to do more. And I thought there was a lot of that tonight.
Take one more for Coach. Last one over here on the right side.
Hi, Coach. Ivan Araujo from Red Deportiva. In the end, what is the sensation after tonight's game, and what's the learning for today too?
Obviously it's good to get a win, but what we're trying to do is take a upward trajectory where we get better every single time we step on the floor. So again, there's a lot for us to learn from this game. It's great to learn in a win, but again, giving up 30 points in 3 quarters, that's not good enough for us. We have to be better than that, and then show them what we're capable of in the fourth quarter. So we'll watch the tape, we'll learn from it. Obviously we don't take wins for granted because we know how hard they are in the NBA to come by, but it's an opportunity for us to continue